Told y'all are gonna learn some cool things today. Oh, that's beautiful. Sea glide. Me feeding you all the information about Subnautica.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water. Please help me. You're too much raining.
So, for those that don't know, Subnautica Below Zero is not Subnautica 2, but it did come out after Subnautica 1. And it's okay. The story for this game went under like 3 different drafts, and the final product was not as good. So why am I playing this? Well, I'm missing 2 achievements for this game, which involve me 100%ing the game. I guess it'd be nice to revisit this game one last time before Subnautica 2 like comes out officially. Oh god, yeah, I 100% Subnautica 1. I guess I could show this off then. So the old Subnautica model for this model is no longer on it. Check this out. We're getting ready for Subnautica 2, baby. So, shall we play the game? Now, why would I show this off right now? Because there's more to the model, but I can't show that until Subnautica 2 releases. So we're just gonna go ahead and play this. Let's get into it. This is Subnautica Below Zero.
This is the farthest I can take you on company space bucks, Robin. You sure you want this? The research is in everything.
It is to me. And Sam. I need to know what happened.
The meteor storm.
I can use it for cover from Altera's eyes.
Gonna miss you, Robin.
I'll find my way back.
Approaching 45-46 feet. Surface temperatures. Drop pod deployed.
Oh yeah. This intro sequence had like 5 different versions. 2 of which were for this pod, and 3 of which were completely different stories. It's not shutting down.
Welcome to 45-46 feet. Enjoy your stay. New blueprint synthesized.
God, the voice. I understand that this PDA is supposed to be a bootleg. Not really a bootleg, but like kind of like a side branch of Altera, so it's not going to be as advanced. But the voice is just not understandable at all half the time. But yeah, a lot of people don't know this. You can get some floor loot here. I'm really glad they didn't scrap the meteor shower at the start, because originally the story would have had you start at a sea base that would like be in the mountain. A sea base in the mountain. One of the Altera bases like in the mountain and stuff. And you'd be going to, you can't see anymore, but right where my cursor is, there used to be a big old precursor base just kind of sticking out of that mountain. And they, that's all removed now. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Oh, the fire keeps you warm. And you'd watch your entire base just get engulfed in snow.
Holy smokes! That did not go as planned.
Oh god.
I should find a way into the water and get to the drop pod.
And this game has a voiced protagonist. So this character had 3 different voice actresses. Each one of them is really good at their job. But I really miss the second voice actress that they had. She's British. But I don't like her character in the final draft, because I mean, you just heard that line. It was very, that just happened. Oh, snap, you know? And just the last thing you ever want to do is write a line like that. Just, no. No. Focus, R. Focus, Robin. Your sky. And no satellite. It's another thing that this game was missing. In previous drafts of this game, you'd have a satellite, an Altera one, called the Vesper. And they got rid of that for some reason. It was so cool. It really kind of gave you like a sense of scale and a sense of urgency, because you would see it blow up. It wouldn't get completely destroyed, but a meteor would hit that satellite and you'd lose contact with it, but you're always able to see it no matter what. Giving you kind of that suspense of, oh, is my sister okay? because in the original draft, your sister's not dead. She's in the satellite above you, and you two like try to establish contact with each other again. It was a better story, better stakes. Oh God, I can feel it. So this game's map is actually a lot smaller than Subnautica 1, and I don't know who the fuck thought this was a good idea. They decided in the final release of this game, in order to make the world seem bigger, they would decrease the player's speed by a significant amount compared to the first game. And oh my God, you can tell. This is like 50%, dude. There's no way. Oh, it's rough. It was supposed to be an expansion of the original, but kind of became its own thing. That, and from what I heard, Subnautica 1 was already pushing the Unity engine to its limit. I like the creature designs though, even if half of these are still from the safe shallows in Subnautica 1. But the Arctic Peeper is pretty cool.
All Terra supply cache nearby.
See what I mean? From what it looks like, Subnautica 2 will not be having voice protagonists, but they will have backstories. And I think that's cool. I'm about to tell you about a whole mechanic that got completely wiped from the game. You were able to send stuff with rockets up to the space satellite and stuff, and then you get rewarded for scanning like precursor stuff with like supply caches that would drop down and stuff. They removed that whole system. Why, dude? That was so cool.
Ribbon
And
bonds contain electrolytic materials that can be used in energy storage.
yeah, I didn't understand a single word of that. I had to read the subtitle. From what I understand, the reason why this game changed so much before release is because there was a lot of criticism about the game not being as isolating as the first. And the devs took that way too much to heart, because Subnautica Below Zero was supposed to be a different kind of Subnautica experience. And that changed the whole direction of the game. But Subnautica 2 looks like it's going to be isolating as Subnautica 1, if not more isolating, if you haven't already seen my video on that. Look, the vision is already there. Please do not change course, ever. I can see the vision for Subnautica 2. Do not change course. Don't pull a Below Zero, please. If you already have a vision, don't make a shit ton of assets and systems for something that you're just going to change later on, please. If a dev is even watching this.
All right, I have a scanner.
That you do, Robin. Oh God, she makes eating sounds every time you. Oh no. The slurp I'm okay with, but
Well, Sam, I guess I might as well gather some tools and resources before starting my search. Hope that radio tower's as easy to spot as Lil said.
someone's always gonna complain. Oh yeah, someone's always gonna complain. It doesn't matter what you do. As you've seen on Twitter, there was a people of color in the new Subnautica 2 trailer when they first released that. And boy, did Twitter have a whole riot calling the game horrible things because of that. No matter what you do, developers, someone will complain. But everyone, most people that actually care about the game are probably going to like it. Couldn't have said the same thing about Below Zero. People didn't hate Below Zero because of diversity or silly things like that. The game was just, it was just okay.
Let me get this straight. I'm somewhere that's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing freaking krakens, and oh yeah, I'm talking to a PDA.
That basically sums it up. So the crafting recipes in this game are also a lot different from Subnautica 1. They're kind of simpler. God, it's so sluggish.
New creature discovered.
New creature. Whoa. You can't self-scan in this game because obviously you don't get infected. I like how faster you scan though. It's really nice. I do love scanning everything. I am a scanomaniac.
Should be able to use this.
Yeah, you see what I mean.
New creature discovered.
Please don't. Just shut up. Fish. And again, no, I'm not at all saying like, I think the voice work is great, but how it's put into the game is not. Save for one person that we will meet later, whose story actually stayed consistent throughout the entire development cycle, and that would be Alan. Alan is like the one part of the game that's still okay. Like, it's the most okay. Like, the PDA voice lines, like, were fine in Subnautica 1 because you could understand it. It was kind of like background noise. Subnautica Below Zero's PDA has a voice that, like, you really wouldn't be able to understand unless you looked at the subtitles. And it just doesn't land. I guess I could talk about the visuals for a sec, though. I think the visuals are beautiful. I do love the leather. I think those stand out great. Those are great. Did they remove the Degassi survivor? No. Marguerite is still in this game, but she doesn't have a very satisfying conclusion to her story, like at all. And I think that's a shame. The original ending to Subnautica Below Zero had Marguerite Maida fighting an Altera warship
Oxygen.
with a mech, taking the mech and saving you and Alan's life. What's she doing Below Zero? She kicks back and just kind of, as one of my favorite videos on this game does, Marguerite just kind of flicks the for the rest of the time and just doesn't even care about what you do. Is it controversial to say that you like Below Zero? If you like Below Zero, you're totally allowed to. I don't, because it had so much potential and they just chopped it all away, and I don't know why. Well, I know why, but I'm not satisfied with the reason. They wanted to play it safe. Subnautica 2 gives me so much hope. Because it looks so fun. Because from what we know, it's going to be using the transfuser. Whether or not that'll be ready at launch, we'll just have to see. Oh wow, ore veins. What the fuck? Whoa, what's this? I didn't know about this. What an amazing scan. I remember playing an early build and playing the full release and having so much whiplash. Oh yeah.
I just wish there was a little more with the frozen Leviathan. Like it's just there with no explanation.
Yeah, I mean, there was going to be more with that. So originally you were supposed to take a sample from the frozen Leviathan, then you have the Corybacterium, and then you were going to send it all the way up to the space station with a rocket. Next thing you know, there's a whole outbreak, and that was like a huge story moment. And then you're gonna send the cure, and then when you send the cure with the rocket, it blows up because now there's a shield around the planet. So now, like, there's gonna be a Karar breakout, and like the stakes are so high because of what you know from Subnautica 1. It was peak. And then you just ditched it. Yeah, I wish I could show you, but now you can't access the older builds of Subnautica because they removed all the older builds of Below Zero and Subnautica from Steam when there was like some kind of Unity security breach or something like that. I don't remember all the details. The only thing that like kind of is a little sour about the older story is that you don't really get a conclusion between you and your sister, but it was better than whatever the hell happens in the final product. Because at the end of the original story, you could at least say that like maybe the moral of the story is that like, sure, you could be bloodbound, but maybe you and your sister will just grow apart with life, and that's just something that happens in life, you know? Sometimes family doesn't always stick together. And I thought that was an okay theme. Sometimes you go your separate ways. In this game, it's just, hey, your sister's a dumb who got herself killed in a freak accident. Alright, but listen to this shit, right? Please stop. That makes me want to gag. Open mouth eater. Again, this game isn't horrible. It's just, I wish I could play the original. Friend, here, have a peeper. Have a peeper. See? You can feed them. You know what? Maybe you could just argue that Robin is just a terrible swimmer. But I don't buy that for a second, to be honest.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
You're mine. I'm taking you. You're mine. Uh-oh. Oh, they want to kill me now. Oh, they want to kill me. Fine, take your child. I do like these creature interactions, though. I think that's where this game kind of peaks a bit. But it's still not like ever a necessity. See, in Subnautica 1, you had the stalkers that you could get stalker teeth from by dropping salvage metal and playing fetch with them. In this game, there's not really anything like that. Not that I can really remember. I wonder how getting blueprints is gonna work in the Subnautica 2. What, you want me to like capture a little baby penguin or penguin and then call it Monty? I'm a C3. I'm a C3 too. Look, game awards can be fun, but like, I don't know, man. I wish that wasn't like what replaced E3. Call him Steve. Steve? Just call him Steve. I'm surprised there hasn't been like a crazy Subnautica mod or Below Zero mod to like restore the old story. I guess that would be pretty difficult to do, though. I do think these icebergs do look tremendously beautiful, though. God, are they gorgeous. I love their shape and stuff. It sounded weird. Why did I say it like that? I'm sorry. It's funny, because you still, like, in the intro, you saw, like, 2 of the Altera satellites just kind of orbiting the planet. Like, why are they there? Why is there 2 of them? Considering that you have to disable a, like, radio tower so that Marguerite doesn't get tracked and that the satellite can go away, I'm surprised we still don't see the satellite around. Like, that's such, like, a silly thing to not even have it. Am I the only one who thinks the Red Plague mod is a bit too crazy? That's kind of the point. It's supposed to be crazy like that. Symbiote. You're mine now. The mall is weird. Yeah, because it's a shader. So the reason why when you scan the creep vines and like the scanning stuff doesn't line up is because it's 2 different shaders. And the creep vine isn't actually animated to move. It's not like with bones or anything. It's there's a shader that makes the vertexes have an offset and can like have the vertexes move. But the model itself is actually very still and in place. It's some, you know, video game trickery. So when the scanner tool, you know, is coded to only scan the mesh, it's going to scan the mesh, and the mesh is very still. That's why it doesn't line up. And you can't really code something to like trace another shader, to my knowledge. I told y'all we were gonna learn some cool things today. Now, I only know this because I fiddle with Unity so much, but I have no idea what the Unreal Engine is gonna look like when it comes to Subnautica. Teach us about the dongle fish. The dongle fish. Why do you want to know about the dongle fish? This looks Unreal? No, this is Unity. Yeah, what you see here and on the game, same engine. It's crazy, right? Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. The weather system and like just the lighting and stuff in this game is stellar. It is stellar. I know I've been like bashing this game the whole stream. I have to like give it props where it's due. This is beautiful. This is really beautiful.
The Sea Glide is a personal transportation device used for high-speed freediving. Contains a built-in light.
That's
and
Sea
magic.
Glide. Sea Glide.
If you are tired of hearing the word oxygen, the air bladder provides a significant upward thrust to help you get to air faster.
That's like the one joke I think is pretty funny. If we could get fire mesh with this. Ooh, that didn't light up well. Oh, I didn't know if you drag it, it makes a sound. That's cool. Hey, hello. Whole fish. Big old dopey fish. I still love the creatures. And again, I want to re-emphasize, I don't hate Below Zero. It's just, if you had to have me pick between playing Subnautica and Below Zero, I'd always just play Subnautica. But I feel like that's gonna change when Subnautica 2 drops, and I don't know if I'm gonna be playing Subnautica anymore. Well, I might, because, you know, mods and stuff. Oh man, wait till we get to the Glacial Basin chat. Glacial Basin is gonna have so much commentary, because, like, the amount of change that the Glacial Basin has gone through is just insane. Like, it used to be such a wide open valley, and now it's, like, so claustrophobic.
I'm telling you, Sammy, you see some weird things when you spend half your day in a sea truck.
More vandalism? Was it the sea monkeys again?
I don't think so. I can't shake the feeling this planet is cursed.
There's no such thing as a curse.
Yeah, you're probably right. That's nothing. You wouldn't want to hear about it anyway. Just a huge creature frozen in ice.
What? Where?
In a cave, not far from your lab. And here's the extra weird part. As soon as I called it in, they closed off the area.
What?
Don't want anyone going in
No,
there.
you're not taking
But
this.
why?
Fuck
Sammy,
off.
I'm no biologist.
Fuck off.
I think there was something wrong with it. Its skin just seemed off.
Maybe you should let it
Alien.
actually.
An alien on planet 4546b. No.
I'm serious, Sam. Something ain't right. Wish I could show you, but
Motherfucker.
I can't get back in there.
You can't.
Some of the wildlife down here is very grabby. If I
Give me
didn't
that.
know better, I'd say they're after my supplies.
It's cute. I like that. Also, neat detail to have your PDA doesn't say oxygen if there's like a voice log playing. I
Oxygen.
think that's nice. Still don't understand the biological
Oxygen.
benefit of exploding, right? Oh shit. Hey! Alright, let me get that crash powder. There you are. Sick. So, you don't get crash powder in this game. You get crystalline sulfur. Sorry, crystalline sulfur. There you go. That's overpowered. Oh! Oh, I love that. See, in Subnautica 1, before Below Zero, before they actually fixed it, this thing was so useless. It did nothing. But now it's like, woo! They backported how this worked into Subnautica 1, and I'm very happy about that. No, that would kill you in the real world, let's be honest. I don't think that would work the way you think it does. Her Robin's just built different. Oh yeah, totally. Constructor. Sorry, vehicle bay. I still call it constructor because that's like what it was called early on in Subnautica 1's development. I'm such an old head. I feel like an old geezer now. I guess it shows you just how much I care. One little detail I like is that if you collide with the world mesh, listen. It's like a little hitting sound. You can barely, hold on, let me turn it up. Boom. Stop. Please stop. Yeah, that food must be like hella good. I don't know if I'd be making those kind of sounds like if I was eating like alien creatures that just got lasered for heat, but I mean, I guess Robin likes what she likes. I'm not gonna judge her for that. You go, girl. Lube. When you're alone in the ocean, you always need some lube. Another fire quote from Monty. You need lube! How else are you gonna make your stuff? I don't know what you take me for. Lube is mandatory. It is. And people want to call me out for that. I'm just telling you how to survive on an alien world. And you guys aren't really appreciating that. I don't like this kind of behavior from y'all. It's rude. It's so rude. They also made the... Oh god! Battery goes down hella fast in this game. I had thalassophobia when I first played Subnautica, like in its infancy stages. And then like over the course of just playing it so much, I kind of got over that fear. I don't know. I guess it really helped. So the early game really is...
That sounds like a distress call.
Transmission of unknown origin. Source of transmission depth calculated at approximately 200 meters.
I'm able to say this without like having bubble. You know what? I should probably do this. There you go. Now I have my oxygen mask. Blorble, blorble, blorble. Blorble. Blorble, blorble, blorble. I remember seeing concept for Twisty Bridges and like being so excited that would be like put into Subnautica 1 and it never did. But like seeing it here, I love this. Genuinely, like this is so cool. Ah, the brute shark. Hello. The first predator. Ah. Kinda. Yeah. It's not that crazy. Hey you.
Oxygen.
Well, let's make a vehicle bay for vehicle that we don't have yet. What?
Picked up what sounds like a distress call. Who or what is out here calling for help?
Oh, man.
Didn't sound human. Maybe it's from a remnant of architect technology. In her message, Sam's colleague did say there was something important here. Even if it's just a mimic from one of the more intelligent aquatic specimens, that could be a major find. Or if it's from Altera, it could have bearing on what happened to Sam. I should definitely check it out.
Yeah. Architects know knowledge and English and Morse code. Actually, I mean, they're really smart. They're able to, like, kind of just figure that shit out by, like, reading our minds or something. I don't... Sci-fi logic, okay? I think there's, like, a tech thing nearby. They call them tech sites. Yeah, there's a tech site right there. Rebreather. You know, it's funny, the barnacles that you see on the undersides of these twisty bridges is actually the same kind of barnacles you can find on reef backs. They already had the twisty bridges modeled for Subnautica 1, but they never used them, so they just kind of use the barnacle on the underside for the reef backs. How much bigger is the map gonna be? I'd imagine, because they're doing an Unreal Engine, it's gonna be big. Titanium ingot, advanced wiring kit, glass 2, lead. Oh boy, grind fest. Grind fest. At least the advanced wiring kit makes more sense as a crafting recipe in this. In Subnautica 1, it was 2 gold in a computer chip. You didn't use a wiring kit for it for some reason. Thank you. I like your hair. OMG, girl. Why didn't you ask the devs for Subnautica 2? Yeah, man, I'll just ask the developers of Subnautica 2 to just give me the game. Yeah, that's how that works. You think it's that easy? I'm pretty sure if I asked, they'd say no. You're famous, Monty. I am not that famous. You're famous in our hearts. Ill. Grody. Oh yeah, the OST is great. The composer for this, Ben,
seconds of oxygen
will also be making the music for Subnautica 2. Which I know some people might be upset about because Simon isn't making the music.
Oxygen. This alien technology exhibits a data signature that strongly correlates with the previously recorded distress call.
Interesting. I bet I can use this new data to identify where that call was coming from.
Wow. I do like how it's kind of dynamic. Like, because if you haven't met Alan yet, or like if you've already met Alan, you would never have gotten that voice
30
line.
seconds of
Propulsion kit too.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
These caves just give you everything. There's one in the lily pads biome as well, and like it just that's the rest of the blueprints of the game. It's genuinely kind of wild how early you can get all the shit. All right, for those that are unaware, this is the sea truck, which is this game's sea moth, but not sea moth because it's kind of Temu sea moth. But you can attach things to it and make it much slower.
Seek shelter.
It's a mobile base, but not as cool as the Cyclops. But we're not gonna get in it yet because I need a rebreather. Rebreather! You know, it's funny, you used to be able to make the sea moth and below 0 before they took that out.
The rebreather facilitates extensive free diving by recycling air more efficiently at significant depths. Breathe the freedom.
Breathe the freedom. And we could have a propulsion cannon. What am I gonna use a propulsion cannon for early on? I have no idea. I guess now we can go down and say hi to Alan. Alan, best character. I mean, Alan, like I said, is like the one thing that stayed the same throughout development. I love Anal. He my favorite of this game. Jesus Christ. It's Alan! Ocean Gate. Oh my god. Fucking, y'all remember Ocean Gate? Oh, that was such a, just a stupid. It was a travesty, but just how everything happened was just so stupid. Never heard of it? Okay, it's the submarine that like went to go see the Titanic.
Power critical.
Hello?
Hey there.
Is someone there?
Intermember speaking. We're running out of time.
What is all this?
Seeking emergency storage medium.
I can help you better if you show yourself.
If we could show ourselves, we would not need storage.
You mean you don't have a physical presence? Are you one of them? An architect?
Storage medium identified. We will be lost unless we find a new host. Can you help?
Can you use my PDA for storage?
You are not with the group from before. Your cybernetic components bear their signal.
Altera? No, my equipment is, borrowed.
You will have to do it.
Ion Cube. It really does still feel like that's just a completely different game. Even with all its
How
faults.
long have you been stored here?
Longer than hoped. Warning. Sanctuary power critical. Our data can be downloaded from the terminal. We may speak more once the transfer is complete.
Yes, okay. Hurrying.
Alright. I'll just give you my PDA. I like this part still. This is still
Storage medium accepted. Brace for transfer.
Brace?
Unga bunga.
What's happening?
I'm going into your brain.
Transfer complete. How do you feel?
Why do you sound like you're inside my head?
The facility identified hospitable capacity within your cerebral cortex.
You are in my head? I
Info
offered
blasted.
you my PDA! Get out!
Oh no. Does your kind perceive a boundary between cybernetic
Me
and
feeding you
organic
all the information about
My
Subnautica.
mind is not a component.
You sound angry. We will allow you a moment to process.
Don't you go silent on me.
Meow.
Hello? This is not happening.
I like that it falls
That's the
apart.
explanation. It's not happening.
Originally, it kind of just like the place went dark, but I think the fact that the cube just kind of falls apart is really cool. My PC, no. We're taking one of these, man. I'm taking this with me. Come on, buddy. Are you? You cannot be serious. They give you a propulsion cannon early on, and you can't even take the guy with you? Are you? Come on. What even is the point then? Oh.
We understand this arrangement is undesirable to you.
You're not real. Go away.
To go, we require a suitable body for transfer.
Why do you keep saying we? How many of you are there?
One of us and all of us. We do not think of ourselves as individual, distinct.
Why don't you start by telling me who you are?
You may append your seed code to my species designation. Please call me Al.
My whole life I've been dying to meet a sapient spacefaring alien up close, and you're telling me your name is Alan?
Is it insufficient?
No, it's fine. Perfect. Where are you from, Alan?
Your kind calls us architects.
The precursor race. But what are you
Hey,
doing here?
precursor reference. Yeah, so like they're called architects. They're actually gonna be called the Almanac at one point, but their official name was Architect. And the precursor race. I'm so glad that like they referenced that they were at one point called
It's a long
precursors.
story. Perhaps you would prefer to focus on the construction of a new storage medium to which I may transfer.
Yes. Fine, absolutely. How do we get you out of my head?
I have added the information to your data bank. You will need to find the necessary components.
Any idea where...
Yeah, so Naga Below Zero isn't terrible. It's not bad. It's just it lost so much potential throughout development. Like I still miss the original draft of the story.
I can find them?
But that's
This
just
is
me.
unclear. I have been disconnected from my network for so long I cannot locate the coordinates.